French defence company has won a multi-billion-dollar contract to build Australia's next fleet of submarines. DCNS of France beat Germany's ThyssenKrupp and Japan's Mitsubishi to design and build 12 diesel-powered submarines. The subs will be built in Adelaide and create 2,800 Australian jobs. The $43 billion contract follows an unprecedented lobbying campaign involving the bidding companies and the political leaders of all three countries.
Build in Australia, with Australian jobs, Australian steel, Australian expertise. And this will secure our future security, and it secures, as does every lever of policy that we can engage, it secures our successful transition to the economy of the 21st century and the jobs which our children and grandchildren are entitled to expect.
Let's get more with TRT World's editor-at-large, Craig Capitas, joining me from Paris. Craig, this is a really big deal. It meant a lot to all these parties. The French presidency has described the contract win as historic. Talk us through why this is such a big deal.
Well, it's a big deal because there is no French economic growth manifesto like cannon and musketry, and it's obviously the same in Australia. Look, weapons have for years served the administration of Francois Hollande as the country's life preserver. You know, in a country right now that can barely maintain a positive GDP, fails to create jobs for young people, and has a population that's moving elsewhere. Yes, of course, this is a great deal. There's an arms race going on in the South China Sea, and this is what we're seeing here. But what we have is old school economic growth, what Dwight Eisenhower called the military-industrial complex. These are the jobs that are being created. Is it good? Of course it is. The weapons industry is an integral part of the global economy. But the downside is that when you buy weapons, you use them.
Well, Japan's Prime Minister not taking this lying down. They lobbied very hard to win this deal and have now asked for an explanation as to why its bid failed. So can we expect some sort of diplomatic fallout from this?
Well, I can tell the Japanese why they lost. They make a lousy submarine in comparison to the French submarine. And if we had 20 minutes, I could explain to you the technology, or we could bring in defense people. But what they're just making is the sub. Lockheed Martin or Raytheon will build the weapons systems. These are two American companies. These systems will go into the subs. And the reason for this is when you want guns and other reliable things that go boom in the night, you buy American or you don't buy at all.
Okay, Craig, many thanks for that.